Good morning, everybody, and welcome to March. I figured, what better way to start off the month than going to one of the hardest places I know of and trying to find snakes. So we're going to do that. It's a high risk, high reward type scenario. If we do find anything, it could be something very cool. So we're going to go see what we can get into. The weather today is pretty fantastic. It's supposed to be 75 and completely cloudy, but there is a good chance of thunderstorms in the middle of the day, so we're probably going to have a pretty limited amount of time to actually be out here. With that being said, I'm not going to spend any more of it talking, and we're going to get into it and see what we can turn up. Here's a pretty little dude. It's nice to see our skinks becoming active, because normally they're the last lizards to emerge. Can you chill out so I can put you down? I am literally trying to let you go. Stop. Stop. Here we go. Well, that was an unexpected flip. Look at that. We got a corn snake just chilling under this rock. That's very nice. Great way to start the day. So when I walked up to this rock, one of the first things I saw was this little hole out front. Oh, that's very snaky looking. And sure enough, underneath the rock was this guy. These are not a super common snake out here, not rare, but I only see a couple each year. And I typically find them on the road, so it's a nice treat to see one in habitat from this spot, as always. As with a lot of snakes right now, because of this weird early spring, it seems like stuff is starting to go into its first shed cycle of the year. Very nice corn snake. I would love to see him out of shed, but that's not going to happen, unfortunately. And he's not a bad-looking snake in shed. I think he's just going into shed or just coming out, because he's not super blue, but at the same time, you can tell he is a lot dingier than he would be with a fresh coat of paint. You can see down there, he's almost solid black looking. All right, bro was pretty cooperative for photos. Only took me a few seconds, but I'll put him back under his rock and we'll get back to it. Here you go, dude. I'm gonna put him down right here and see if he goes into that beautiful little hole that I thought looked exactly where a snake had been coming in and out. Nope, that way. Go that way. Yeah, go that way. Come on, you gotta know where you're at. Yeah, there you go. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He's doing it. Oh, that's satisfying. Look at that. Let's flip this next rock over. See if we can. Looks flippable. Was flippable. Nothing under it though. Well, that was cool. Asking to find any kind of snake out here is always a lot to ask, so I'm going to be happy that we found that guy, and if we see something else, awesome, and if not, I'm pretty content. But we should still have a few hours before the rain hits. Are you kidding me? I just flipped another corn, like right past where the other one was. Under a rock, I flipped 1,000,000 times. What on earth? I'm not upset about this, I'm just confused. I think I've found 2 corn snakes in habitat here ever before. And in the last 10 minutes, I've doubled that number. Super, super weird. I might have to put my GoPro on if there's going to be this many snakes under rocks today. That is super crazy. This big guy is definitely a little bit prettier than the last one, but he is also not in shed. Or at least not as deep in shed. He might be starting to go into shed, but he looks pretty good considering. I think he's just a darker corn snake, which is perfectly fine by me. I love these dark Piedmont corns. What's really cool about this population of corn snakes is it's not far from where I found the albino ones, so those genetics could be in the wild over here too. And that would be really, really cool to flip or hike up an albino corn snake. Although I think road cruising one was probably the craziest way to find one, because it was just so weird to get out of the car and see a neon pink snake sitting in the road. But then again, maybe it's just as weird to see one under a rock or out on the crawl. Either way, it's something I can't help but think about a little bit every time I find another corn snake out here. I wonder if you've got the albino genes in you. But yeah, I'll put this guy back under his rock. Gonna come hang. He actually bit me twice, but I was handling him when that happened. Normally, as you can see, if a snake's gonna bite you, it's not gonna do it on their own terms. It's going to do it on your terms when you either pick them up, step on them, or otherwise piss them off. Because he's just crawling over my hand right now. There's no threat whatsoever. However, when I was actually handling him earlier, he perceived a threat and felt the need to bite me. So we'll go put him back under his rock. I've been flipping these rocks right here for years, thinking that they looked super snaky. There's 3 of them right here in a row. It's kind of messed up this one a little bit when I flipped it. Make sure it gets back good. All right, dude. Let's do the same thing with this one. Put him back here and see if he goes back to the same place. Are you just gonna go under the pine needles right there? There's a nice hole right there. I wonder if he came out of there and then just went under that rock. All right, I don't want to end up putting you somewhere which isn't where I caught you, so here you go. I guess he's got a hole right there up under this root system. All right, since 2 out of the last 3 rocks I flipped had snakes under them, I've got the GoPro strapped up. If I hike something on camera, that's just as cool. But yeah, hopefully there will be more snakes out. It's been really good so far. There's a racer. Look at that guy. 3rd snake of the day. Black racer just chilling. This is more along the lines of what I was expecting to see today. Stuff out basking. It's super overcast, super humid. And granted, it makes sense there's stuff under rocks. I would just expect things to be out because it's so nice. Look at him periscoping. Not to be greedy or anything, but it feels like great weather to see a coach whip or a hognose snake just coiled up like that racer was. So I think that's going to be my next goal for the day. We saw some cool snakes, but now we want to see some really cool snakes. It is so gloomy out here all of a sudden. I mean, I knew it was supposed to rain today, but it doesn't really look like it's about to rain. It's just dark out. Really weird. I just flipped this rock and its resident ran out and went under my shoe. He's so fast. Look at that guy. That is an eastern fence lizard who is... Dang, he is elusive. Look at him. He's on my shoe now. Did he go up? Oh, he tried to go up my leg. It didn't work very well. There's not much to grab onto there, bud. And back under that shoe. Go under your rock. I'm done with you. You don't have to pretend to zoom around anymore. All right, he's just like, he's given up. As a young male, you can see he's got that vibrant blue on his chin. Okay, why would you go back up my leg, dude? Come on. Are you serious? He's literally like, he's in my shoe. Look at this. Dude. Is that just where you want to be? You cannot live in my shoe. I'm sorry, brother. Go under your rock. Oh, that's a big redback. Look at that thing. Holy cow. Come here. That is an absolutely absurd redback. Look at that guy. Or probably girl. She might be gravid. That is crazy. Crazy big. These are normally very, very small salamanders. But this thing is like several inches long. Very nice. All right. She was under this tire right here. There you go. Go on. She's like, I don't wanna. Check this out. I am not a fan of flying stinging insects, but this time of year, they're a little chiller than they are in the summer, and you don't have to worry about them just flying into you and stinging you by standing close to them. But these wasps are getting ready to make a nest in that hole, I'm assuming, which is very cool. Love seeing them doing that in a natural habitat rather than on the side of my house or under my tent. Oh, they're getting in a scrap. I wonder if that's the queen. That must be the queen. Look how big she is. It's kind of cool. Normally I'm just running from these things, so I don't take too much time to look at them and see how cool they are. But yeah, we'll leave them alone. Not something you want to ever flip under your tin, but very cool insects nonetheless. Wow, look at that guy. It's a big rodent. Hopefully a snake will move in to eat him soon. All right, everybody. Well, that was a productive morning of hiking. However, most of the snakes that we saw were actually undercover. So now that I'm back home, I'm going to give the yard a quick pass and flip the tin here and see if anything has moved in since we flipped it last. This rock that has produced spotted salamanders several times just produced this guy. Very nice. Obviously, I'm sure a lot of people are probably sick of seeing these guys after winter, but I'm always happy to find them. Hey, there we go. That's the first king this stack has produced in a while. Look at that. We got a snake, or we got a king snake in this stack in December of 2021, and that's the only other snake I think I've seen in this since I put it out. That is exactly what I was hoping for today, though. First yard king of 2023. There might be two in here, too. There's still another level we can flip. Look at that guy. It's a young snake. Very, very nice, though. Look at that yellow. Holy cow. That yellow on the belly is incredible. Well, today has been very, very good. And that is the icing on the cake that we needed to make it a fantastic day. Look at that. That yellow is just incredible. I know it's probably not coming out as vibrant in video as it is in person, but let's see if I can get a look at his belly again. Probably a she, actually. That might be a young boy. Very, very heavy Black King influence on this individual. All right, I'm gonna take some quick photos. Very, very nice. This is some really weird defensive behavior. It's just like, it just twitches whenever I move. Like, it's not really trying to bite, it's not musking much. It's just twitching. For whatever reason, this yellow is just coming out very cream on my phone. But you can see that belly is just ridiculous. Look at that. It's an incredible snake. Definitely one of the nicest kings I've seen here over the years for sure. All right, well, I got a couple more photos of this guy with my camera. Keeps trying to dig into the tin. But I want to show you his belly one more time before we let him go, because it's just that incredible. And those blotches on the side are great too. You can see my corn snake bites from this morning, but that is just such an incredible snake. We've done very good with the kings we found this year. We haven't found a ton of them, but they've all been very, very nice. No real crust balls yet, but I'm sure it's coming as we start moving into shed season. Well, that has been a great way to end the day if we don't see anything else. We do still have a couple more pieces of tin to flip, but I'm going to let this guy go back into his layers. And we're going to go flip those last couple pieces before calling it a day. Very nice. Are you kidding me? What? That's number 2. That looks like a snake we might have seen before too. It's just grown quite a bit. Look at that. I have gotten a king in this stack, and I think I've gotten this king in this stack, but when it was much younger. That's crazy. And once again, we still got the bottom layer. So let's pick this guy up. He's a little bit crusty. Oh, there's the poop. And nobody at the bottom. So I'll have to go back and compare markings, but I'm pretty sure we found this snake last spring when it was quite a bit smaller than that. And I don't have any real basis for saying that other than that it looks familiar. The other one did not look familiar. So I'll go back and compare, see if we can figure out if we found this snake before. And if we have, I'll overlay a photo of it last time we found it. But very, very cool. 2 yard kings here to end the day. And this one is kind of doing the opposite defensive behavior as the last one, and he has entered a tight coil. I actually do believe this one is a young female, and I think the last one was a young male. So this is a she, the last one was a he. This guy has entered the balling up defensive posture that makes it a real pain to get photos and video, but I'm just happy to see this snake, honestly. I think I've photographed him before, but I'm going to try to update my photos. What? Are you serious? I have never flipped a garter snake under 10 here. That is insane. It's huge. Look at that. Wow. Look at this big girl. Hello. Garter snakes are one of the stinkiest snakes around. And they can be pretty bitey too, but when they flare up like that, they are absolutely beautiful. Hello. But yeah, other than road cruising them very close by, I'm not sure I've ever actually found a garter snake here in the yard before. That is so weird. And a very big, beautiful, probably an adult female if I had to guess. These things have just kind of been around lately though. We saw one hiking the other day, and now we've got one here at home. Great looking snake too, even with a little bit of a mud coat. Look at that tongue flicking. That is awesome. I guess that's the, I'm trying to identify what you are tongue flick. Very cool. All right, we're gonna try to minimize how much we disturb this snake. Garter snakes are really interesting in that when you have a big female like this, you almost always end up with males ending up following her and ending up in the same 10 stack. So it would be really awesome if that happened. So we wanna make sure she sticks around. I'm just gonna kind of usher her back into the 10, see if she'll actually go in it. Yep. We're probably gonna keep an eye on her over the next couple weeks and see if any males end up in there. But that's the only snake I have ever found in that stack of 10. It's ridiculous. Well, everyone, I would say that is a pretty fantastic start to March. 2 corn snakes, a racer, a red-bellied snake, 2 king snakes, and a garter. And maybe some other common stuff I'm forgetting. But we didn't see, it was really definitely more of a quality over quantity type day. And you know, that's perfectly fine with me anytime. Now that we're into March, there will be snakes coming every week. And hopefully lots of very cool episodes ahead. I've got a lot of stuff planned for the next few weeks, really for the next couple months and for the rest of the year. It's going to be very busy, and there's going to be a lot of great videos coming your way. So make sure you're subscribed if you're enjoying. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.